Now he's going to tell about the result of this meditation. What are the fruits that will be availed by doing this meditation? Saya etaddevam vidvan sadhu samityupaste abhyasah yadenakam sadho dharmaha achagachayur upachannameyoho. Saya, he who, soever it might be, etad evam vidvan, having known this meditation as told before, and meditates on this sama as sadhutva, with the quality of goodness, excellence, towards him, to him, abhyasah yad enam sadhu dharma, very quickly. Yat is an avya here, it is actually an adverb to show the specific, to specify the quickness. Abhyasa is quickness. Abhyasa means quickness. It is going to give quickly the fruit. How much quickly means? You can't say that. Immediately, you can say. Therefore, the word is being given yat, the adverb. Enam, to such a man. Immediately he will be availing what? Sadhavo dharmaha. All good deeds, qualities, merits. All good dharma. Ye dharma, we say no. Dharmas te mahi santu. Te mahi santu. You are praying every day. So all that dharma, sadhavo dharma only. Not asadhu dharma. All merits only, not demerits. The Upanishad dharma, as told in the Upanishads. Those dharma te mahi santu. Sadhava dharmaha, that means it may be qualities, merits and deeds also. All may punya karma, let them be give fruits. All the papa karma be at present suppressed until moksha. And once moksha comes, it does not matter whether the body is there or not there. All papa can come together and anything may happen, it does not matter. So until then, all the sadhava dharmaha, let them come to it. It comes to him. Not only achagachihu, not only will they come from all around, but upachannameyoho, they'll be bowing down themselves. That means to say what? That means they remain as things of enjoyment. They'll be giving their good fruits. Where the good merits will give you good fruits, and you will enjoy those good fruits. Bhogyatana upasthiyate. To bow down and be under you means what? Either he has become your bhogya. Is it not? आप प्रणाम करते किसी को, आप ये मानते हमारे ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ, he is senior and is greater and elder to me and all, therefore you are doing pranama, and he can use you for whatever purpose he wants also. है या नहीं? It's a father uses the son, husband uses the wife, and the society is itself like that. Always it happens. A person is going down means accepting the highness of the other person, and that fellow gets a moral right. In the good of that person is going down, he can use that person also. But not exploiting is different, using is different. I'm not telling he'll get exploited. He's not going to exploit, he'll use for the good of that person also. Whatever karma yoga or whatever is getting done through that disciple or wife or sons or whatever it is for the good of the whole family or the whole group or the spiritual development of the disciple in all those drishtigon. With all those view, it is being done. That's what it's called bow down is to use the person. The merits will be useful. It will be as an object of enjoyment for him. Atah sayah kaschit sadhu samaiti sadhu gunavat samityupaste. Whoever so, having known this quality of sama, the excellence quality, the goodness quality of sama, meditates on that sama with that specific quality, then on which sama that too? On the whole sama, samastam sama. Sadhu gunavat vidwan, having known that the whole sama has got the quality of excellence, tasya tad phalam, having known that if he does the meditation, tasya to that person, this phalam, this fruit will be availed. He is going to attain this fruit. What? Abhyashoha manakshipram. Shiksham is but quickly. Ha yad iti. Kriya visheshanartha. The words ha and yad that is brought together here is not two different words. Ha yad will be two indeclinables, they are avyas, but taken together form a kriya visheshanam. It's an adverb here. Is used as an adverb. For what purpose? Kriya Visheshan. Kriya Visheshan, what is a Kriya? Abhyasha. It is going to come quickly. Abhyasha agacchayu. Abhyasha agacchayu. It will be coming to him very quickly. All the merits will come to him very quickly. In that, this adverb will be acting together with it. To specify the quickness. That means to say, immediately he is going to attain it. Enam upasakam, to this upasak, to this meditator, what will come? Sadhavaha, shobhana dharmaha, all good virtues, merits, good qualities, good deeds of his own, of the past births, all of them, which are how? Shruti smriti aviruddha, not opposed to the Vedas and the Smritis, not opposed to any of the scriptures. That means this meditation should be done in such a by all, so that we always will be having unopposed Shruti and Smriti sanskara within us, developing again and again. Achagacchaya, such merits will be coming to us. Na kevalam agacchu, they not only come to you quickly, but upachannameyo, upanameyuscha. Upanameyuho, that is, they will bow down to you. Bow down to that meditator means bhogyatanu, patishtheyo ityartha, remain as things of enjoyment. So, this is the first part of the second chapter, which gives a general thing on the whole Sama. That has to be done, a general meditation on the whole Sama. And now it takes the Panchavidha Sama and the Saptavidha Sama. The 5 division and the 7 division Sama, the 5-fold Sama and the 7-fold Sama also it is called as. This Sama will be taken, and on that also we are not taking the specific Samas. In general, what has to be meditated on all the 5 divisions of the Sama. In different aspects we are going to speak about it, and then we will go into the specific Samas, Gayatri Sama, Ratandra Sama, this Sama and that Sama, specific Samas what has to be meditation. But now it is in general only total now. Lokeshu panchavidagam samopasita prasivi hingarah agnihi prastava antarikchamudgitha aditya pratihara dhyaurnidam ityurdhveshu. Lokeshu panchavidagam samopasita. Actually here you have to, what you call, transpose the vibhakti. The saptami should be made dvitiya, and the dvitiya what is there, it should be made into saptami. Panchavidhasu samasu lokamupasita. On the Panchavidha Sama, you have to look it upon as the lokas. Therefore, where you have to take the locative case? Saptami, on Sama. You are meditating on Sama. There is a Panchavidham Sama, it is Dvitiya. But Lokeshu is Saptami. The Bhashakara will tell you have to transpose this. Change that, bring that Saptami into Panchavidhasu Samasu and make that location to Lokam. The Dvitiya will go there. That is, on the Panchavidha Sama, you have to meditate as if the Panchavidha Sama is different worlds. Or the other is you transform the Vibhaktis in itself. You take the locative case, convert it into nominative case, first case itself. Then also it will be okay. What is Panchavidha Sama? It is Loka. Lokaha, it will become then. So both the ways, Bhashakara is going to explain later anyway, how to do it. On the part, about the 5-fold Sama, the first fold is Hinkara. On that Hinkara, you have to meditate as Prithvi, the earth. Because we are here, we are doing meditation on this earth. And every person wants to go to the higher worlds, not to the lower worlds. Nobody wants to go from earth to Naraka, downwards. Everybody wants to go from earth to Swarga, heaven. Therefore, the meditation also is done in both the orders, because once you go to Swarga, you come back also. So both the orders will do the Panchavidha Sama. Hinkara is Prithvi and Nidharam is Swarga. Again, Hinkara is Swarga. You are thrown from there. Where you will come and fall down? On this earth. And Nidharam is again here. So both the ways, in the upward order and the downward order, both the order we are going to meditate on the Panchavida Sama. To begin with, we are going from where we want to go from here. That's why it says Prithvi Ingaraha. Then which is that which helps us to move us into the further worlds? That has to be seen in the Prastava. That's the Agni. Because you do karma in the Agni. Due to that you are going to the higher worlds. Therefore it says Agni Prastava. You are performing all the rites which will give you the heaven in fire. Therefore Prastava, Swarga Prastava, you are putting now in fire. It is almost putting a Prastava in the fire that I want to go to Swarga. Therefore in Prastava part, we have to meditate on it as fire. Antariksham Udgita. It is the middle. In Sama, the middle portion is Udgita. And in the 5 steps to the higher world, this heaven, the middle one is Antariksha. Not only that, what is the meaning of Antariksha? Gaganam. In Ga-ga-na, the central letter is Ga. Ud-gi-tha. The central word is Ga. This similarity also, Antariksha has to be seen on and looked upon the Udgita. Aditya Pratiharo. Bhashyakar will tell all these things. Aditya Pratiharo. And in Pratiharanam, Aditya. You have to say it. Because in nowadays, you know very well, we come out of the room and where you are standing. And if somebody comes in front of you, what do you say? Hey, come on, go outside. Let me face the sun. Let the sun face me. This is what you say. So, Pratiharanam. You want all the rest to come on you only. Not a single ray should miss. If anybody comes, come on, get out. So, Pratiharanam towards oneself of Aditya is wished by all. Therefore, Aditya Drishti is done in Pratihara. And lastly, Devar Nidhanam, that is the station where you want to go and get down from here. Final station. So, Devar Nidhanam. Iti. Nidhanam is not death here. Nidhanam is the place where Nidhiyate Nidhanam. You are put there. You are stationed there. Or you are established in that point. That's why it's called as Nidhanam. Iti Urdhveshu. This is the upward order. This is the upward order of going from this loka to heaven. And then we'll speak in the next mantra of the downward order also. How we are coming back from Swarga to here. That also we will see in the same Panchavida Sama. Bhashyakara giving the introduction to the second part. Kani punastani sadhudrishti vishishtani samastani samani upasyani iti. Which are they again? Which are they? Samastani saman, the whole samas, on which which are being stated in future, which have the quality of excellence. Sadhu drishti vishishtani samastani upasana. Which have the quality of excellence, such whole samas, which are they, which have to be meditated upon by us. Upasyani iti. The Bhashyakara says, Imani tani uchyante. They are these which are being stated. What? Lokesha Panchavim Sama ityadini. From here we will be starting those whole sama in which we have to meditate, on which we have to meditate. Nanu lokadi drishtiyatane upasyani sadhu drishtiyachiti viruddham. You are speaking to it is totally contradictory. Once you said on the whole sama, you look it upon as excellence, as goodness, as fair, this quality. And now you are saying on the same whole sama, you have to look upon it as the worlds. What I have to do? Either this or that. Any one I should do, any one I can do. He says, the Purupaksha, the objector. The Siddhanta says, it is not contradictory. No. Why? Sadhvartasya lokadikaryeshu karanasya anugatatvaha. You see, by the word sadhu, what we want to say here, sadhu arthasya, the meaning of the sadhu that has been taken here is excellence. And excellence is the cause. What is excellence? It is Brahman. There is the cause of all. And the cause always permeates in its effect. And what are these words? The effect. The cause permeates in the effect, just like the clay permeates in the pot. Similarly, the excellence, the goodness, the fair, the friendliness, all these qualities, the good qualities, are nothing but the form of Brahman itself. That's what it's called sadhu, the word is stating here. And there's a cause. Bhashakara says, lokadi karyesho karanasya anugatatvat. As and because all these lokas are what? They are the effects. As and because they are effects, surely by their cause, they are permeated. They are permeated by their own cause. For example, mridadivat ghatadi vikaresho. Mridadivat ghatadi vikaresho. Just like the ghatadi, all these pots and other transformations are permeated by the clay. So what is the sadhu sabda vachu artho? What is the expressive form of this sadhu word? The word sadhu. What is the meaning of the sadhu word exactly here? They will take dharma, brahma, va. Either you take it as merit or you can take it as Brahman itself. Because the upper words are due to the virtues. The lower words are due to sins. Therefore, dharma is virtue, merit. Dharma, Brahma, or you take that Brahma itself sadhu. Sarvathapi lokadi kareshu anugato yatha. Because whichever way you think, always this in this loka and all these the effects, all these words, if you see them accept them as effects, then surely in them is permeated this virtue, the dharma or Brahman. Yatha yatra ghatadi drishti mridadi drishti anugata sa. Because as soon as an idea of pot comes into your mind, at the same time, the idea of the clay permeating it also flashes in your mind. Once you understand it's a pot, immediately it will come to your mind. It is made out of clay. The permeation of the cause, the clay, immediately comes into your idea as soon as the idea of pot comes into your mind. Similarly, as soon as the idea of the Panchavidas, Saptavidas, the whole Sama comes into your mind, or as soon as the Karya, this word, these words, which are the effects, this idea of the words comes into your mind, immediately the cause of this word, there's the Brahman or the Dharma, that also comes into the mind. Because the cause is permeated in the word. There is Mridai Drishti Anugata Eva Sa. Eva means certainly it is being permeated. Therefore remains permeated by the idea of clay. There is no doubt in it, he says. Tatha, similarly, sadhu drishti anugataiva, lokadi drishti. Therefore, as soon as the idea of the world comes into you, at the same moment, the idea of the cause, that is the sadhu, the excellence, the merit, the Brahman, that also comes into your mind. Dharmadi karyatvat lokadinam. Because what are these lokas, these words? They are the effects of the cause, dharma or Brahman. Dharmadi, adi means Brahman. Yadipi karanatma vishishtam brahma dharma yoho. Now the question comes, you tell anyone, why are you telling both? Dharma, Brahma, va. Why both? Tell one. Yadipi karanatma vishishtam. It's true. Even there is no difference in between Brahma and Dharma as far as you are considering them as the cause. As far as you consider them as the cause. Otherwise there is a lot of difference. Dharma is Mithya, Brahma is Satya. But when you are considering them as a cause, you are not considering it, accepting about the absolute truth or not. You are looking them in that purview. But if you are considering them as a cause, then there is no difference between them. Dharma is also a cause, Brahma is also a cause. Yadyapi karanatvam avishishtam brahma dharma yoho. Tathapi dharma eva sadhu shabdavachit yuktam. But still, here, in this particular upasana, you cannot take Brahman. The Bhashakara says, you have to take by the sadhu shabda, by the word sadhu, here dharma only, merits only, which are the cause of the word. Iti yuktam. Why? Because it is told, sadhukari sadhar bhavati. A person who does meritorious deeds, what is going to happen? Sadhar bhavati, he will also become meritorious. Iti dharma vishaye sadhu shabda prayogat. With regard to the merits the sadhu shabd has been used in this Vedic text. Therefore, here also, as far as the meditation is concerned, it is good to take by the word sadhu, dharma, merits, excellence, goodness, fair, such thing only, and not pure Brahman.
But Brahma with Brahma Bhavati also exists.
That is true, but that's not for upasana. That is the result of your nididhyasana. And we are speaking of upasana. You cannot bring Brahman to with the Karya and Karana. See this world, as soon as you think about this world, if I get into the Brahman itself directly, then it's not upasana at all.
There's no need for
There's no upasana at all then. Because we are speaking of going upward and downward. We want to meditate on the fivefold, the upper way, the order, and coming down also. When the question of going and coming is there, it cannot be Brahman. We cannot take the cause as Brahman there. And once you start to meditate on this world as Brahman, then you get mukti itself directly. There is no going and coming. So this is an upasana, and that too the upasana is directly relating itself to going and coming order, upward and downward order. In that case, you cannot take here the cause as Brahman. You have to take it as dharma. That's merits, virtues only. That's why Bhashyakara, in the beginning he said, you can take by the sadhu word, both is there. The meaning of sadhu is dharma, and the meaning of the sadhu word is Brahman also. But in the present context, it is right to take only dharma, not Brahman.
Why the Brahman has been brought in? Because this is talking of upasana and like
No, but when the question was put by the objector, he is not putting in the view of the Brahman or nothing. He is not considered the cause and effect at all. He put the question only one thing. You are giving a contradictory statement. You are telling in this upasana, you look these words as sadhu also. And the Panchavida Sama, the whole Sama, should be seen as sadhu and also as word. This is contradictory. Either I can see this whole Sama as a sadhu or as word. Anyone I can do. This is what he is telling. That's all. But now, Bhashyakara wants to do the sadhu and the word together, and both can be seen on Sama. They are not contradictory. Why they are not contradictory? Because they are cause and effect. This is what Bhashyakara wants to say. To bring that cause and effect theory here, to show that sadhutvam and the words are not contradictory. Therefore, both can be seen, meditated upon the Panchavida Sama, the whole Sama, because they are cause and effect. When the question of cause and effect came, then the word meaning came into existence. In which purview you are telling that sadhu word is denoting cause of the words. Therefore, you had to go into the meaning of the sadhu word. When he went to the meaning of the words, he had to talk both dharma and Brahman. There's a meaning of it. Then he's bring to the present context. First he showed that the sadhu and the word, both these are not contradictory. Why? Because they are cause and effect. How they are cause and effect? In two ways. If you take the meaning of sadhu shabd as dharma, even then there is cause and effect between sadhu and word. If you take the meaning of sadhu as Brahman, even then between Brahman and the word there is cause and effect. Now the question arises, which has to be taken? Dharma and word as cause and effect we have to take by this sadhu word, or you take Brahman and the word as cause and effect in this present context. For that he answered, Yadyapi, that's why he started. Yadyapi, that's why he started, Yadyapi, as I was considering the cause theory, Dharma and Brahman, both are cause of the world. Both are the cause of the world. So now which we have to take in the present context? For that he says, you take Dharma only. Because we are discussing this meditation, in this upasana, about going and coming, where this upasana is not going to lead to our Nirguna Brahman. Is it not? Therefore we have to take here the cause as Dharma only, not Brahman. This is the idea between the whole discussion. Dharma Vishaye, that is, with regard to the merits only, sadhu shabd has been used in another text. Sadhukari sadhur bhavati. A person who does good meritorious deeds also becomes meritorious. Again the Purpaksha starts, still he is not satisfied with the answer. He says, Nanu lokadikaresho karanasanugatva arthaprapta evata drishti. Because of cause and effect theory, he says, as soon as the effect is brought in front of you, the idea of cause, as you told yourself before, the idea of cause will also flash in your mind. So what is the use of doing this vidhi? Why are you trying to do upasana? Do like this. On Sama, you should have done the vidhi of loka drishti. That's all. The first part which you already given the upadesha, you have stated, is a waste. Why you are taking the first part unnecessarily? You do this injunction. You enjoy this upasana. Because you said on the whole Sama, you see the words. And as soon as the idea of the word comes, of the effect, the idea of the cause will come up. That means dharma will come. The cause of the world will come. The excellence will come automatically. Therefore, why you are going to, why enjoined in the previous part unnecessarily, the whole one part in which the 4 mantras, that was not necessary at all, the Purpaksha says. If you want to mix these 2 parts together and make it one meditation, sadhutva vishishta loka drishti. The excellence as cause and words as effect, both together we can see on the whole Sama. If this is what you want to say, then you can enjoin here only one upasana. Loka drishti, that's all. And the sadhutva drishti will come automatically. As a cause, it is together with the associated all the time. It's because it's permeated in it. It will be along with it all the time anyway. Why you want to give a separate vidhi for that? Why are you enjoining it in a separate party? The question arises. Nanu lokadikareshu karanasya anugatatvat. Because in this, the effects, that are the words which are the effect, in that karana, there is the cause, is permeated anyway. The artha prapta evata drishti. Therefore, that meditation is artha prapta eva. Artha prapta eva, the idea that a cause permeates its effect, follows automatically. In the course of your meditation, the cause will come automatically there. So it need not be enjoined. Sadhu samityupasti iti na vaktavyam. Therefore, you need not do an injunction separately to have the excellence quality meditation at all. Not necessarily separately be doing that. Why you started in the previous part, sadhu samityupaste? Not necessary. There is a tad drishtir artha praptaiva. That means it comes on its own as a matter of discussion or matter of meditation. When you are meditating on the effect, automatically the cause will, as it is permeating, it will also come automatically. It will come on its own. You need not injunct it separately. You not enjoin a vidhi for that and say you have to do even this also. Why? What is the necessity? The most important theory, the whole Mimamsa Shastra, is brought now by Bhashyakara.
That seems to be very right, because when you...
This is what you see. He is not right. Why? He is telling, the answer is begun. Shastra gyamyatvat drishte. Which quality has to be meditated on what? That is told only with the Shastra. Otherwise, anything has got many qualities. Can anyone count all the qualities and meditate on all the qualities? Maybe you don't know such qualities also. It is hidden in it. And you will not be able to meditate on those qualities, which may give you higher results.
Or worse results.
Or maybe on which you are meditating, they may give you worse results also. You are omitting certain qualities which you don't know, which exist in that thing. And you are doing certain qualities which you know, which may give you worse results. And you are omitting those qualities which may have given higher results. So how we can know that the quality that I am meditating is going to surely give me good results? Who is going to say that? Shastra. This is what I've all the time, many times mentioning about the Mimamsa Arsangra and all. Apurva is, that's why brought in. We have to go, in the beginning also, when the question of meditation, what is the difference in meditation, Nidhyasana was put, the very beginning, in the Chandogya Upanishad. He said, Yatha Shastra Vihitam. The word was there. As prescribed by the Vedic text, we are doing is meditation. We cannot add a single quality, even if we know. A good quality also we can't add. Just like in the beginning we had the quintessence quality. It has been told, do only that. Even maybe in that many other qualities also. You may be knowing also those qualities, but still we can't do that. The whole Mimamsa stands on this. This is what in Gita also told at last. Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karye Vyavastitho. What we may think as good may be bad for ourselves. We don't know that. Because our minds are such limited and so self-centered. They never think in the right way. And most of the time, we think the bad as good and good as bad. The reverse, the human nature is so. And once they suffer, they say, oh, gadbad ho gaya. Then what we can do? No, you can't do anything, you have to suffer. So this is what's happening. The whole life we waste away in this way. Because we are not depending upon the Shastras. We are depending upon our foolish intellect. But this intellect, the mind that you have, the intellect that you have, has got its own limitations. Within that limitations, we are thinking good and bad. And that too, in that selfishness is also there. That will drag you from the right. It will drag away from the right things. That's why we are suffering. Bhashikara says, Sarvatri Shastra Prapita Eva Dharma Upasya Na Vidyamana Api Ashastriya. The whole Mimamsa Sara in one sentence is giving here. There's the Angas and all. Many times, why can't do they like this? Why can't do they like that? The question these people ask. I said, no. You cannot question why on Vedas. You cannot question at all. Whatever the Vedas are telling and what the Rishis, after a lot of meditation on those Vedic mantras, whatever the decision they have given, Jaimini Sutras, that we can't go anything against it. Because those Rishis, whether Apastamba or Jaimini or the Dharma Sutras, Griya Sutras, Rauta Sutras, they have done a lot of experimentation. Their what you call as age was also, lifespan was so big. Now we are told to be 100 years, but not more than 60 to 70 years. Most of the people. But there in that yugas, it was 1 lakh years. Out of 1 lakh years, they are doing 10,000 years tapas. So of that tapas, whatever they can gain, what you are going to gain here after 1 year tapas, or 2 year tapas, and that with all odds. So how can we compare our intellect to their intellect and say we are better than them, thinking better than them? It's not possible at all. Therefore he says, Shastra Gamyatvat Drushtehe. The idea is derived from the Shastras. Tad Drushtehe, the Drushti, the idea, what has to be meditated, which quality has to be meditated, which quality has not to be meditated. All those things are derived from the Shastras, from the scriptures. Sarvatre, not only here in this matter, in this present context, Bhashikar adds to this all context. Sarvatre in all cases, Shastra Prapita Eva Dharma. Because in all cases, Dharmaha, the qualities that have to be meditated upasyaha, meditated upon, are indeed derived by or enjoined by the scriptures only. And even though we may be knowing certain good and superior qualities of certain things, but as and because it has not been enjoined by the Shastra, we cannot meditate on it. These are called the Shastriya. Api Vidyamana api na Vidyamana api Ashastriya. Even though they exist, they are in vogue, but still you can't do that meditation. Vidyamana api Ashastriya. Te na upasya. He said, na Vidyamana api Ashastriya. Even though we know these are good qualities of this God or this deity, but it has not been enjoined in the Shastra, we cannot meditate with those qualities at all. So as a meditation, according to the Shastra, if we want to do, then we are bound to go what has been enjoined in these scriptures. Only these qualities we have to see. Therefore, if this Shastra, this Upanishad in the first part had not enjoined the excellence quality in the whole Sama, we could not do it just because an idea of the cause comes with an idea of the effect. Once the Shastra is enjoining to meditate only of the effect on the whole Sama, then you will have to do only the meditation of the effects on the Sama, not above the cause. Therefore, here the Upanishad wants the person to meditate on both. It wants to meditate on the whole Sama with both the view, with the view of the effect and the view of the cause. That is why first it took the view of the cause, the excellence, the goodness, the fairness, the merit quality, and then it came to the effect, the words. Because here it is enjoining both. That means what? In other cases, if it says you meditate having the idea of the cause, then we'll meditate only on the cause. We'll take only the idea of cause and meditate on the thing. And where it tells only to meditate on the thing with the effects, then we'll do only with the effects. Even though the idea of cause comes along with it because it is permeating in it. But we will not meditate with the cause. So what has been enjoined? Only that we have to do. What has been prescribed by the scriptures? Only that quality we have to meditate. Therefore, the Purupakshi said, even though the effect, if we just enjoy the effect meditation, by that we can do the meditation of the cause also. Because it is permeating it, it will come along automatically. Arthata Siddham, but Arthata Siddham is not valid at all. Shastri Dharma also cannot. Because it is not enjoined here. It is not in the Vidhi. I have told you thousands of times before. You have to do Sandhya Vandan at 6 o'clock, means you have to do at 6 o'clock. Even though at 6 o'clock you do Agnihotra, you are wrong. It might be a Vedic Vidhi. It has not been, has been asked to do at that time. At that time, what is the Shastra Vidhi? You do that only. If you do the other Shastra also, it is Papam. It is not Punyam. Don't think that you are doing Agnihotra or Ashwamedha Yaga, you are getting Punya. But you are doing it at wrong time. A right thing done at a wrong time leads you to Naraka. Whether it is Shastra or Ashastra, it does not matter at all. Tens of times I am telling this in the Vimansa also and here also. Before also I have been discussing this. A right thing, always Chinmayananda is always very, very telling this. In every lecture almost it does this. A right thing done in wrong time will lead you to hell. All the time I was telling this point. We are doing the right thing, it is Shastriya, but you are doing it wrong time. What is Shraddha time? You do it after 12 o'clock. You are getting early morning at 3 o'clock doing Shraddha Karma. And I am doing the Shastriya Karma. But Shastriya Karma has got timing also. Why you see the Muhurta? Jyotish is the eyes of Veda. Jyotish, what is Jyotish? It is the eyes of Veda. And without eyes means you are blind. What are you doing, Vedas? The Vedas cannot help you at all. So the first thing you have to fix the time, the quality, everything as prescribed by even the time, the place, where it has to be done, how it has to be done, everything has been told. That's how it has to be done. Just in that shower Sama it's told, you have done it early in the morning. That's why the dogs had come in the morning. Even though we are hungry now, okay, sleep like that only. In the morning only I can pray for you for food. Not now, in the evening. The dogs know better than us. That's different. That's different. There's a dogs had known better than us. In the form of rishis or the form of deity or whatever it is. But they came in the form of dogs to make you realize that we are better than you. So he said, Bhashakar says, Shastra Gamitna tad drishte. Whatever drishti, whatever meditation you want to do, those qualities, those ideas are prescribed by the scriptures. Therefore, in all cases, because the dharma, the qualities which have to be meditated upasya, ye, te, eva, indeed, are Shastra Prapita, are derived or enjoined or prescribed by the scriptures only. And Vidyamanapi, even though good qualities may be existing, they are what they will be called as Ashastriya, because they are not prescribed. It may be prescribed some other Shastra in some other Upasana, but you can't bring that over here. There is a Brahma Sutra is discussed. Which mantra should be? Upasamhara should be done. Guna Upasamhara. That's why it has been discussed in Brahma Sutra. Which can be mixed up. From where you can bring which quality. How you can join those things and meditate. Take it as one meditation. From Chandogya you can take. Prudharanyaka also can bring. Different Veda. Different Shakha. But still you can take together for meditation. This decision has been given in Brahma Sutra. So why they give this decision then? If we can take anything, all are Shastriya anyway, come on, take anything, whatever you like. Then what is the use of Brahma Sutra? Why Vyasa should take all the pains to do the Brahma Sutra? Why Jaimini should take so much head of Angangi Bhava? Do according your own will and wish. It's not like that. Everything is told very clearly, stated by the Shastras as prescribed, as derived, or as enjoined by the scriptures. We have to do. We cannot add or subtract anything out of it. So now of the Shastrartha it comes back. Lokesho Prathivyadisho Panchavidam Panchabhakti Bhedena Panchaprakaram Sadhu Samastam Samupasita. Lokesho means Prathivyadisho. Panchavidam, 5 types, 5 kinds. Panchabhakti Bhedena with 5 divisions. Or Panchaprakaram, 5 types. Sadhu Samastam Samupasita, with the excellence quality. You cannot exclude that quality. Including that excellence quality, along with that, we have to meditate these words upon the whole Sama. Samastam Sama Upasita. Katham, how? Prithvi Hinkaraha. Now he says, how you brought Prithvi Prathama? Why Prathama? Lokeshu, Saptami it was. Therefore, the later mantra also should Prithivyam Hinkara it should be. Is it not? Prithivyam Hinkara it should be. But in the mantra it's told Prithvi Hinkara. Why? Before it was Lokeshu, now it is Saptami, locative case, and now it's Prithvi Prathama, is a nominative case. How this happened? Bhashyakara says, Lokeshvati ya Saptami, tam Prathamatena Viprinamaya. You transform that locative case into nominative case as per the latter part of the mantra. The later part of the mantra saying all is Prathamanta, nominative case. Prithvi, Hinkara, Agnihi, Prastava, Antariksham, Aditya, Dyauho, all Prathama. Therefore, Lokesha should be Prathama only. Lokam Panchavidham Samupasita. It should be like this. Napunsaklinga. Panchavidham Sama is Napunsaka. Therefore, Lokam, Prathama Ekvachan, Napunsaklinga. You have to take the neutral gender and that nominative case, similar number. Ya Saptami tam Prathamatya Pranamaya Prithvi Drishtya Hinkare. You have to look upon the Hinkara with the idea, it as if it is Prithvi, the earth itself. That means when the Hinkara is being chanted, the Hinkara portion is being chanted of the Panchavada Sama, and that is being chanted, you feel that what is happening here is itself earth. Prithvi Hinkariti Upasita. That's why the mantra said Prithvi Hinkara Ityupasita. This is how you have to meditate. Or you transpose. You don't transform the vibhaktis. In Lokeshu, you did Lokam. You just did it that one. That's called as transformation. In one word only. And Panchavadam Sama was as it is. That was Prathama is Prathama only. But here you changed only. From Saptami to Prathama. But now you don't do like that. Not transform. You do transpose. That means in the Prathama you take Saptami and Saptami has Prathama. In both you are changing. Vyaktyasya Saptami Shruti. Transposing the Saptami Shruti. Loka Vishayam. You see? You make it into Dvitiya. Hinkaradishu. You make it Saptami. Both you are changing now. Loka Vishayam Hinkaradishu Prathyadi Drishtim Kritva Upasita. This is how you have to do the meditation. With regard to the words, you have to, when you start to do meditation, with regard to the words, then at the very first you have to meditate upon the Hinkara and further on the parts as Prithvi, Agni, etc. etc. Tatra, when it's stated with so, the first comes Prithvi Hinkara. Why? Prathamya Samya Samanyat. Because that is the beginning point, the first. When the upward order, when we want to go, the first loka is the one in which we are. That's the first. And in the Sama also, the first division is Hinkara. There is the Prathamatya, the firstness, the firstliness is both the one, the same thing. That is similarity. Samanya, the similarity between the words and the 5 divisions of Sama is both are first.